Good evening, everyone. Here we are, the elitist panel you'll ever get about Arsenal. No question. The best of the best. I don't have idiots on my show. And if there's any idiots that come in the chat, you'll be binned off very quickly. Shane, great show, mate, with you and DJB earlier. About the retro kits, loved it. Fortunately, mate, I voted for DJ. Buddy, how you doing? How's it going? You're coming over tomorrow?
I am a DJ. I'll be over for the Brentford game. I'll be meeting Aaron, so hopefully meet up with the rest of the lads. And yeah, looking forward to it. Nervy about the game. I'm not as confident as I was, but I was saying to the lads the other day, I don't think since 22-23, there was about a 2-month period in 22-23 when we were going into games. And I was thinking, I wonder what score it's going. Wonder what we're going to beat them by. I haven't felt like that in a long time. Not in a long time. View says it all the time. We could be playing an Aldi 11 and he'd still have a bit of a worry that somehow we'll mess it up. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to the trip. It's always nice to get over to the Emirates. But happy to be here with all you legends and a wonderful chat. And let's get into it, man.
Yeah, love it. DJB, as I said, great show. Voted for you tonight, and you now toe-to-toe, 5-5.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that show next week. How you doing, mate? How you doing?
Fireworks next week.
All good. Yeah, it's a nice little show. As I said, it don't get the numbers, but that's not what we do it for. We just do it as something different that's not out there. So, I'm all good. Looking forward to the game. Looking forward to meeting Shane and everyone tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll start off in the Swan and then get down to the George at some point, bash into Kenny, literally. And it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, we'll bounce back and get 3 points. There was a few worrying signs there at the weekend that tells me that this is not going to be an easy month. This ain't going to be an easy month. It's going to be challenging. Games are coming thick and fast. Players are having to put in workloads left, right, and centre. So, we're pleased to be here tonight with everyone. So, big up to everyone.
Yeah, and big up to be in the chat. Ken, you'll be tomorrow night watching the awesome Brentford. You know what I mean? Can't mess about with them. And
set piece FC, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Set piece FC.
Yeah, of course it is.
Coyote and Thiago can't stop scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fact.
Yeah.
That is fact. Lee, thanks for coming on. As always an honour to have you on, my friend. And I'm going to start with you, Lee, on this one. Right. Very quick. We'll have a quick round robin about what happened at the weekend. It was a pretty shit show against Chelsea. Lee, are they our main contenders? Are they our main challengers? Are they the ones that are going to ruin our season, mate?
Firstly, thanks for having me on. Big up the chat. Make sure you're liking. I've liked it and shared it on my community. Big up to Shane, DJ, Kenny, and obviously the legend, the godfather himself of Arsenal. They're not our rivals in terms of the title this season. I don't think so. I don't think their squad's that good. I don't think it's that good at all. I don't think Spain have just missed another. I don't think they're that good at all. They've got some very good players. Caicedo, Reece James. I thought he was outstanding at the weekend. Fofana, again. I'd say they're better players. They've got their wingers. I don't really rate any of them apart from Neto, if I'm honest. Their strikers, not for me. João Pedro's decent, but that Delap ain't it. They ain't going to win a title with that goalkeeper. They ain't going to win a title with their centre-backs other than Fofana. He's the only one there that you look at and say he's good. Not for me. I think, they've got 2 players for each position, but look at the quality. Yeah, we got better quality then. We should have beaten them, especially when they went down to 10 men. If you look at Man City, they've probably got more bodies in terms of first-team players than Man City because they rotate their squad more than Man City. But Man City don't want a big squad. They never have. They don't want a big squad of top players in every position twice. They never have done that with Pep. Yeah, whereas if you look at Chelsea, they've got 2 players for every position, but hardly any of them are top players in the first place. So then the drop-off is even worse. They're on a good run. Good luck to them. Well done. Yeah, but I don't see them winning the title. Yeah, Man City are challengers this season. And I think that we better bounce back tomorrow. Yeah, because that performance Sunday was awful. Yeah, there was no urgency. There was no fight. It was like we weren't winning the second balls. We were pulling out of tackles. And they had no creativity whatsoever. You know, went like their goalkeeper was making worldy saves left, right, and centre, was it? And if anything, if that game had carried on for about another 10 minutes or so, they probably would have nicked it. Yeah, because we weren't doing anything. Yeah, Odegaard came on, buzzed around a little bit. I thought he'd done all right when he came on. But again, he was dropping back into real deep midfield to pick the ball up. Why are we not going with two up front? Right, we should have kept Marino up front and put Gyökeres up front with him. Yeah, sacrifice a midfielder. They've only got two in midfield. We've got three. So take one of them off. Yeah, I'll take a defender off. Yeah, take a defender off. Yeah, the Calafiori sub baffled me. Yeah, but again, I've been told, he was on a yellow card. Like Miles Skelly don't get booked as soon as he comes on the pitch. Like, what's the difference? I don't really understand. Like, Calafiori was playing well. I thought he was doing all right. He locked up Esteval. Yeah, I thought he was doing all right. He was getting forward as well. And physicality-wise, like the size of him, you're not just going to barge him off the ball with a little nudge, are you? Yeah, although they do fall over quite easily. But, but Skelly was erratic. Yeah, I thought he was awful when he came on. Zubimendi, he needs to fix up, mate. Yeah, because that guy, if he carries on playing like that, mate, we'll be sick in a couple of months.
True.
Yeah, because we can't keep winging it. Yeah, Bukayo Saka, another one, he needs to step up or be dropped. In fact, I'd drop him. Yeah, I'd drop him and play Madueke tomorrow. Yeah, it's about time he got dropped. I don't care, but he got an assist. Who cares? Yeah, good cross, good goal. But that's about all he did apart from be greedy. So, yeah, that's my analysis.
Yeah.
Hashtag Saka bench.
Yeah, actually, I totally agree with every word you said. I've said this to you. Kenny, I think, agreed as well. Kenny, you were there. You saw it firsthand. You got the total impression, mate. Quick, give me your breakdown of it, mate, because to me, it felt like we just falling down a rabbit hole. We just didn't turn up.
No, I think what's happening is that I think we need to remember, like Sunderland showed teams that if you actually do give a go at Arsenal, they are vulnerable, just like any team. You know, especially when you've got your home crowd behind you. You know, Chelsea come from the back of beating Barcelona. They beat Liverpool at home, and they're a big game team. Chelsea always have been for, you know what I mean. Especially when at Stamford Bridge, they fear nobody. They respect nobody on their own ground. They were going to come at us from the kickoff. Everything we tried, they pressed us, got on their feet, cancelled out our fullbacks, got tightly, tackled them hard. We're happy to give away, yellow cards, and it was a case where we only had one proper chance, was Martinelli, and that's all Martinelli did. Martinelli was redundant. I thought Declan Rice struggled a bit when Caicedo was in the field. I thought Zubimendi 100% struggled, and Eze struggled big time. And the only reason why Calafiori went off is because Anthony Taylor was desperate to level things up, because he didn't want to send off Caicedo, but he had to due to letter of the law. But by that time, we had about 3 or 4 free players booked anyway. So it was a case of he just knew Calafiori that putting Neto on Calafiori, Neto was just going to run. And you know what Calafiori would do? If Neto goes even a yard, Calafiori would get his arm out and pull him. He'll get himself sent off. He's a very emotional player. He hasn't experienced as Kev Correa, where Correa, he plays the referee well. I thought he played the referee well that day. But yeah, better team, drop points. It was Chelsea who dropped points, not us. One thing I will say is that who knew Martinelli starting wasn't going to work? Oh, who knew? And yeah, Saka's a big worry because he's playing the wrong position as far as I'm concerned. He's playing at false number 9. He was trying to win the game on his own. Wasn't making the penetrative pass. He got his assist, was great, but you can't just deliver an assist. If you watch Arsenal play, you've got to analyse the whole game. I think it's lazy, and I think it's a bit of favouritism when you just think, right, he did an assist and that's it. I know the sort of fans were doing it because the same fans who were praising my Odegaard if he's had a indifferent game, but because he has an assist, he's had a great game. or he scored a goal, he's had a great game. We're doing this with Saka the same way we do with Mesut Ozil. The fact is, Saka needs to relax himself and just pass, mate. Just remember, yes, you are a goal scorer, but you're a winger as well. There were times where you just have to release it. Please just release it, because at the end of the day, you know, it cost us big time. But let's face it, if we had won that game, it would be an injustice. But just like the last 3 seasons, we could have nicked it at the end. Goy Caress could have nicked it if the ball wasn't taken on his head. Last season, Saliba could have put it in the back of the net, and the season afterwards, Eddie had a chance. So we've been mullered 3 times when we've gone there and could have nicked it in the end. But the scoreline is one of the biggest lies ever. We got mullered, absolutely mullered by Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Fact is, DJ, I don't know. I mean, I've got my opinion of Zubimendi. I'm not impressed, to be honest, DJ. I'm not impressed. I've seen enough so far this season. He's lightweight, too slow. He's not going to get the time in the Premier League that he did in Spain. And I'm not impressed at all. Everybody gassed him up, made out this is the God saver for Arsenal in midfield. I'm not impressed at all. What's your opinion, mate?
I've seen him quite a lot now. I've seen him enough this season to tell me that he goes down in one of the most overrated players that I've seen. I don't know what people see. I don't know. I'm hearing like he's got all this peripheral vision and everything else. I watch him. When I go to a game, I'm a bit like Lee and everyone that watches football. I sometimes don't follow the ball. I follow certain players and I watch them for about 5 minutes and I just watch the players.
Yeah.
And I watch his positioning. And he's like a little kid lost over a fairground, looking around at his parents. Because when teams are attacking, he don't know who to pick up. He don't know what position. If you just look at him for 5 minutes and just watch him, don't watch anything else and watch Zubimendi when teams are attacking, right? And this is what a lot of fans don't do. They only watch him when he's got the ball in acres of space against Burnley, yeah? But watch him when he's under pressure. He's looking around and he looks like a little boy lost at a fairground. He don't know whether to pick up. He don't know whether to go to the runner. He don't know whether to go on the edge of the box. He don't know whether to go in the penalty area. He don't know what to do. And by the time he's made his mind up, Declan Rice is in position and he's made the interception. Yeah. Or someone else has come in position and made the interception. And then he gets on the ball when someone else has done the donkey work and he has all this space in front of him and he knocks a pass and everyone goes, whoa, that's brilliant. He's fantastic. Look at him. Well, I'm looking at him as a number 6. My number 6 is at Arsenal over the years. Have got their feet dirty, actually got their foot in, picked up their runners, gone with the man in the box, made vital interceptions, got his head, broke up play. I've not seen him do any of this. I've seen him with the ball when he's got time. And even then, I'm thinking, what are you going to do? You're going to run with the ball? You're going to break lines? You're going to run beyond the defenders? Nope. You're going to join the attack? Nope. He just knocks it 5 yards, 10 yards, breaking lines. I ain't seen breaking lines. I've seen Zubimendi as an average number 6 that I've not seen any mark on a prime Thomas Partey. I've not seen anything like it. So for me, he is the weak link, and I don't care what anyone says. Defensively, he's the weak link. He allows attack to get in position. He allows runners to get beyond our defence, and he don't know who to pick up. If you watch him, he's literally looking around. Do I go here? Do I go there? He's confused. He hasn't got a clue. I don't even know if he's a number 6. I mean, he might even be playing in the wrong position. Perhaps put him in the 8. I don't know. But for a number 6, he is the weak link. But getting on to Chelsea, I want to come away from the players. I want to look at the manager. Tactically, he got it wrong again.
Yeah.
And then he comes out with, we dominated the game. Well, if you're dominating the game, why are you taking Marino and putting him in midfield to lock up? One reason, because you were scared of Chelsea, because you knew Chelsea was better in the final third than us going forward.
Good point.
That's why you put Marino in midfield. You don't put Marino in midfield against 10 men. What you do, you keep, as Lee said, you keep Marino up top. You bring on Gyökeres, you play 2 up top, you keep Eze on, and you play Odegaard and Eze in the midfield, and you take off a defender. He didn't do that. He kept his defence solid. He put Marino in midfield. Straight away, he's telling Chelsea, "There you go, come on to us," just like he did against Sunderland. At half time, instead of having all the attacking options lined up, so that Chelsea now thinking, "Oh, how we were going to set up second half, I'm going to have to change it now because they've got Gyökeres and they've got Odegaard and they've got their attackers coming on." Who did they see come on? Lewis Skelly. What's that telling Chelsea? Oh, there you go. They're not going for it. They're not brave enough. They're bringing on a defender. They're not going for it. They're not going for the 3 points from the get-go. Exactly what we did at Sunderland. And this is what worries me going forward, Jez. And I keep saying it and I keep saying it. You might only get a 10, 15, 20-minute spell where making the difference gets you 3 points or get you to a final or gets you win a final. And it's what you do in those in-game management situations that get you over the line. What did he do? He turned attack into defence and he allowed Chelsea to take the point and us drop 2 points. That's what he done. He didn't go for it. He wasn't brave enough. You got players out of form. Saka's out of form. So our final attacking third is still very vulnerable. We haven't been on it all season. We've had little moments. We've had little moments against teams where our attacking third has looked good, but on the whole, again, the final attacking third of this football team is not free flowing. Martinelli, me and Kenny said it. Yeah, absolutely. Bring him on when other teams are down, knackered, finished, last 20 minutes, 15 minutes, bring Martinelli on. Yeah. Play him from the start? No way. Sell him. Finished. Right? He's not a midfield player. Right?
That's harsh.
I'm sorry, but he's not a 90-minute player. You can't rely on Martinelli from the start. He's not good enough. He's lost it. He's ruined Skelly. Skelly is half the player he looks from last season when they were comparing him with Ashley Cole and all this madness, right? He looks like a fish out of water. Ruined him. Ethan Wanyeri ruined him. The list goes on with these young players. Reece Nelson, Emil Smith-Rowe, Balogun, Eddie Nketiah. Do I need to go on? I mean, Skelly and Ethan are just another long line of players coming from the academy that can't actually break the ice in this Arsenal team under this football manager. It's tiring. It's tiring. But we'll see. As I said, we're top of the league, best team in the world, best manager. So let's see what we can do.
Well, he's going to be proved very quickly. Shano, 2-part question for you.
Yeah.
Was it a red card? And then we're going to talk about the game tomorrow. You're coming over from Ireland to see the great Brentford, the Emirates, But before I get into that, very quickly, thank you, Scott, mate, for your super chat. I'm waiting for Keown to put Zubimendi above Vieira.
He already has.
Thanks, mate. I mean, come on, fuck's sake. Keown, dear God almighty. I thought he was... anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Shano, as I say, was it a red card? Was it a professional foul? Was it a foul play? Dangerous foul play? I see many people debating about this. Fuck's sake, man. Read the laws of the game. It winds the fuck out of me. Yeah, it really does. But the floor is yours. Was it a red card? And tomorrow we start and we're going to chat about Brentford.
Yeah. No, with today's modern football, I suppose it's the way he came in on it. It would be one of those if they hadn't have called him to the screen, you wouldn't have thought too much about it. But I think it's just the way Caicedo was sprinting about. He looked like he was going to happen. I think the whole Rice comparison got in his head, and he was trying to prove something. But the red card was it's one of those things that just that's when you see Arteta. He finally sits down because Plan A suddenly goes out the window. and he has no plan B. As soon as plan A goes out the window, that's the only time he's not on the sideline, landing planes and shouting and roaring and telling them what to play, because he doesn't know what to do. Oh, what do I do now? What do I do? And I said this to the lads last night. If you look at the Newcastle game, if we had lost that, we would have finished the weekend in 8th, right? We would have only been, I think, 2 points off 4th and say 5 off the top. But the table would have read Arsenal 8th position. And he panicked because he didn't want to answer questions about that. So he threw the kitchen sink at them. Fast forward to when we play Chelsea. Throw the kitchen sink at them. No. I don't want to lose the 10 men and have to answer questions about losing the 10 men. And the thing is, if he had thrown the kitchen sink at them, brought on Ethan at halftime and brought on Gyökeres at halftime and Jesus and just thrown everything at them, and they broke away and scored, I wouldn't have been that mad at him. I'm more furious that we drew, that he didn't go for it. We ended up, Jez, with the same formation that we started the match with a more defensive midfield than we started the match with.
Yeah.
Because Marino was in midfield with Rice, and Odegaard is basically a defensive midfielder these days. That's all he does is close down. And I'm going to respectfully disagree with some people who are saying Odegaard did well. I thought he was fucking awful when he came on. I'm actually going to go back and watch it tonight. I want to watch the second half and when he came on, how many times he kept the ball away. Me and my missus were watching that. And as soon as he came on, my missus went, oh, well, this is ended in a draw. She knew he'd slow it down. And then the first thing he does, scoop pass. There it is. Brilliant. You know what I mean? He just kept giving it. He looked busy. And as DJB said last night, someone cracked into him about 5 minutes into coming on. He was out of the game then. He didn't want it anymore after that. He's not getting involved in that. Chelsea were so unimpressed by our manager and our team that when they got a midfielder sent off, they never brought another one on. They didn't bother. They had 2 midfielders against 3 of ours, and they bossed midfield. And one of their midfielders is a right back. And we have the best midfield in the world. They're not allowed play. Our players are not allowed play. Rice looked absolutely drained. He made a few last-ditch tackles. When he tried to carry the ball forward, he's ruined. This guy is knackered. Saka, so greedy. And do you know what it is, why he's being greedy? Because he can't do what he used to do. His body won't allow him to do what he used to do. He used to be able to shift inside with pace, and he'd find a bit of space, and then he'd be able to make his decision. Do I pass? Do I shoot? Now the decision's being made for him, and he's frustrated that his body can't do what it used to do. And this is it for him, I fear. I really think that grade 3 has done him in. And grade 3s have done in many players before. Michael Owen, R9, all these guys have got done by them. They've ruined them. Any player that has a burst of pace, which he relies on, a grade 3 will end them. And I said it to the lads backstage last night. I do wonder if they're holding off that contract. And Bert is thinking, if he goes down again, that could be the end of him. I don't want to sign him up for 350 grand a week and he goes down with another hamstring and he's done. He's looking at this guy getting flogged and he's looking at him not performing. But this manager doesn't have the balls to drop him. And he couldn't wait to get Eze off that pitch. Couldn't wait to get him off that pitch. He doesn't want him playing. And people that think that Odegaard and Rice and Zubimendi won't be our midfield come Aston Villa, it will be. Until one of them gets injured, that's our midfield from now on. And Eze will either get shunted out the left or he'll be stuck on the bench. And the funny thing is, Eze wasn't playing well, but nobody was. But with Eze, if you look at the Man City game, he wasn't playing well on that. He still picked out the pass to set up the goal. You look at the Bayern game, he wasn't playing well on that. He still picked out the pass for Martinelli because that's what he does. He's a moments player. He can be playing bad and pull something like that out of the bag. So the second I saw Marino drop into midfield, I thought, well, that's it done. You know, I mean, it's over now. He's settling for the draw. And it was all for him. It's also he doesn't have to walk into a press conference and explain why he lost to 10-man Chelsea. He's thinking, right, if I draw, cowardly decisions all the way through. And now we're going into the Brentford game, because I know you wanted to talk about that, Jez. We can't really rotate now because he drew that game. So now he's going to have to play his full team again. But we shouldn't even be talking about that. We should have been rotating a long time ago. I've named off 5 games that Rice could have been rotated in. There was 2 in the Champions League he could have easily missed. He came off the bench in both League Cup games. Port Vale and Brighton, Rice came off the bench. So did Gabriel. I mean, it's almost like this manager is looking for ways to prove something that just physically can't be done. But when I look back at that game and now I look at this one, then you have to look at Villa. Half 12 Saturday afternoon, we're playing them. Villa away, the best home record in the top 5 leagues in the last 28 games. I mean, I said it at the time, Jez, and I'll finish on this, in the lead up to the Tottenham game. I said, if Calafiori touches grass in that game, I don't want to ever hear a top Gooner talk about injuries again. Not ever. He hadn't trained for 2 weeks. He was sent home injured. He started them. I don't want to ever hear them talk about injuries again because Saliba, he lied about it in the press conference, and I called it at the time. I said, he's lying because he said, oh, he got a knock in training. I said, well, yeah, he did his ankle in at Anfield and you made him play. There's no way he's getting a knock. He apparently, it's after coming out now that he felt something in the Bayern game. So I put any money that Saliba's ankle that he keeps rushing him back from has gone again. Now he'll probably rush him back again, but he's had a flare up of it. So this guy doesn't want to tell people that because then they go, oh, you keep rushing him back. He's so full of lies. There's 3 or 4 of these players that are injured that he's not telling us about. Probably Timber, definitely Saliba, probably Saka. Rice is the walking wounded to me. He's just got such energy that he's getting up and down the pitch. But I do worry about the Brentford game, Jezza, because we're coming up in the last month, the most informed striker in the Premier League, and he's a bully. And our 2 centre-backs are fresh. They're not used to this league. And Nketiah can be gotten at mentally. He can be wound up. So I do worry if Brentford get the first goal, this could be a tricky game. And if we don't score early, it could be a tricky game. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, but I have my reservations, and a lot of it is all byproducts of the way this guy has managed the squad up until now. There's too many players that are in the red, and we saw it coming. It's so annoying when we keep calling it and he keeps doing it. But what can you do? All we can do is watch from the sidelines and just pray that one of our best players doesn't drop down injured. And that's a sad way to be, unfortunately.
Facts, absolute facts. Just go read a couple of these chats out. Mr. Pad says Jez Arteta said that Saliba Trossard would be available against Brentford as their injuries are day to day. Okay. If he starts them, you know they've got something lingering and would play with it. Really?
Yeah.
Lee, I'm just going to do these super chats, mate. I want to come to you on this one. Right? This just fucking fascinates me. What we've got here is a manager. Lawrence, big up, Lawrence, man. Thank you for your super chat. If Arteta had the likes of Henry, Bergkamp, Lundberg, Vieira, Wright, Adams at his disposal, he'd find a way to fuck this title challenge up. Yeah, of course he would. He's useless.
They'd weigh him in. They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him run him into the ground. Then they'd kick off.
Yeah.
They'd get him sacked.
Chelsea fan here. It's a red. Don't want to hear what about ism. Lawrence again, mate. Thank you again, sir, for your super chat. Makes me laugh when I see posts online praising Arteta and Jova about the set pieces as if they invented them.
Yeah.
They forgot Brian Marwood, who 35 years ago did exactly the same thing as Declan Rice did. Fact. Well said, my friend. Thank you to AJT21 Gunner. Mikhail has a captain? Was that just like himself? They both run around looking busy, doing nothing. The team chose the captain because they run scared of the manager. Absolutely. Totally agree. Right. Lee, I mean, it's a shit show now, isn't it? I mean, we've all been praising him. I mean, dear God, you, Kenny, DJ, Shane, last week we were giving him all the credit. Well done. You're doing the job. Fantastic. Right. And then all suddenly we come back to the bullshit. Yeah, it always seems to be that when he does a good job, he then does a shit job. Now, tomorrow night, Lee, right, we got Brentford home. For some reason, I keep thinking we've got Brentford away, but I know we're at home. But that won't, I'm sorry to say this, I don't think it's going to be an easy game. What's your take on it, mate?
I don't think it'd be easy because they've got set plays as well. That guy, I can't remember his name, takes the throw-ins. His throw-ins are relentless. It's like taking a direct free kick. Like it's literally just like laser, it's like zoomed on straight in the box. So they're going to cause us problems. But I do think we'll beat them. If we don't beat them, boy, good luck against Villa then, isn't it? Yeah. If we drop any points in that game tomorrow, then Man City have got Man City got
Fulham away.
Oh, Fulham
away.
Tonight against Chelsea got Leeds. Are they playing tonight? Are they Man City?
Yeah.
Okay, so they could put the pressure on again. Yeah,
2 points behind.
Yeah, you're right. If they win, they're 2 behind. So yeah, we can't afford to slip up tomorrow. Yeah, and he needs to get a spot on tomorrow, and he needs to put a marker down and say, no, that was just a blip. Yeah, because every time we praise him, every time we praise the players and the team and all of that, yeah, they're going full flat on their face the next game. Yeah, and somebody in my chat yesterday said, How comes you're allowed to find positives from a negative result, but we're not allowed to find negatives from a positive result?
Yeah.
That's fucking spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all out here doing the most now. Oh yeah, but Sky Sports have told us that Enzo was offside in the goal.
Oh.
Yeah, and it should have been chalked off and all that crap. Yeah, and it's like, get out of it, man. Oh, but Saka got an assist. No, I want to see if he starts, he better perform tomorrow. Yeah, he better play well tomorrow because he's been awful this season. Yeah, he was awful at the back end of last season, apart from the Real Madrid game and the Fulham game. Other than that, he was shit. Let's just be real. He was running on.
He didn't do much in those games either, Lee, apart from the goals.
Well, yeah, true. Yeah, to be fair, the Fulham game, he came off the bench and scored, and that was it. Yeah, and the Madrid game, missed a penalty. Yeah, and then scored a great goal. It wasn't like he was ripping their fullback a new one. He ain't been doing that for ages anyway. Even before that injury, he was just getting GA, and now he ain't getting GA. All of a sudden, nobody's talking about Saka in best in class conversations. Yeah, now they're going, oh yeah, but it's a team game. We've got other goal scorers. Yeah, well, let's find some goal scorers tomorrow then, and wallop fucking Brentford. Yeah, we're normally pretty good at home, but I'm pretty sure we fucking drew with them last season, didn't we? I'm sure we drew at home last season with them.
Yeah.
1-1, wasn't it? Or 2? No, it was 2-2.
True to lead away again, yeah.
No, we drew 1-1. Wizard got the equaliser. Declan Rice, I think.
Yes.
Wizard got the equaliser.
That's it. And this is the thing, right? We got to go out there. I don't want to see none of this slow, lethargic crap. We go out there from the first whistle, and I want to see tempo. And I want to see snapping of the passes, 1-2 touch football. And if we do that, we get an early goal and then wallop them. Yeah, because that you got Thiago, as much as I don't particularly rate him, yeah, you have to rate what he's done so far. Yeah, he's the second top goal scorer in the league. He's 3 behind Haaland. And he's playing for Brentford, who got rid of most of their attack. And their manager, and their captain. Yeah, so yeah, it takes time, guys. It takes time.
We've got an Odegaard, haven't we? He'll take them apart.
That's why they're playing so well. They got rid of Norgard. They got a shot of Norgard.
Maybe that is what it is. Got rid of Norgard.
I'll start with you on this one, Kenny. I'll start you with this one. Different question. Question for the panel. What do you think of the standard of football that is being played in the Premiership now?
To be honest, I think basically what it is, it's a physical game there. It's all about, you're basically working hard off the ball, pressing, making sure that basically the only action that's going to happen is in the last third. You're only going to you're not going to shoot from 30 yards or anything. You're only going to cross the ball if there's a chance that you're outnumbering, your defenders. If you're not outnumbering your defenders, then what will happen is that you'll pass back until there's space. There's none of this. I think modern football's people are scared of giving the ball away. That's why you play with them. That's why you play with them on the counter attack. That's why invariably everything's precise, because teams are so physical, so fit that the last thing you want your players to do is to run back and try and win it back, because it's exhausting to do that after 9 minutes. And 9 out of 10 times, if you're doing that a lot, in the last 20, you get mullered out of tidiness. And that's what Arsenal tend to do to teams. When teams do play the low block and try to mark, they don't want to be in a situation where, with Arsenal's extra substitutes, extra quality on the bench, they get done in the last 20 minutes. That's why the football you've seen isn't great. But then again, two people, Pep football. That's Pep football. Win the ball back pretty quickly. Make sure that that you press. Make sure that that you're precise. You're passing. No long balls unless necessary. Everyone has to be a footballer, including the goalkeeper. All this kind of exciting football, you're not going to see it. You're just going to see robots play. But that's the thing. Everyone's scared of getting mullered.
Yeah.
Right. DJ, what's your? I mean, you've been watching for a million years, like we all have. Let's be honest. What's your opinion now of football in the Prem?
It's just too robotic for me. Players don't play with any freedom now. They're scared to take risk a lot of the time. And physical wise, yeah, you got to be fit. You got to close down. And it's all pretty much the same. You see one game and it's pretty much the same sort of kind of style of play. passing sideways. No one really prepared to take any risk. Best goal I saw in a long time was the Bournemouth goal the weekend, where he pinged it over the keeper's head from the halfway line. You see goals, you see top goals like that in the Premiership all the time.
Yeah.
Now you don't see it, but it's just everything about it. It's all kind of micromanaged, and it's like a game of chess, really, and it does get a little bit tedious and a little bit boring. I used to tune into Match of the Day all the time, never used to miss it. Now I watch the highlights.
True.
When I can. I never used to miss Match of the Day. Now, if I miss Match of the Day, then I just catch up with certain highlights and certain games that I need to watch the next day. But it's the same at the Emirates. I've seen Arsenal play in some games, and it's just like, oh, here we go again, and it's just slow build up. I mean, look at Madueke the weekend. I mean, gets the ball. He's got all the pace in the world. If he's playing for England, he taps it past the fullback and runs past him. What does he do? Gets the ball, stops, checks back, passes it backwards.
Sorry,
I bet you any money if you watch
Lee did call that. Lee called that when we signed him. He said he's been signed to do the greatest thing, to get forward as much as he can, stop and lay it back into the midfielder.
Absolutely, Shane. But if you watch games now, I know exactly where the 9 out of 10 times, no matter what game I watch, I can pretty much predict where the ball's going to pass. That spot the ball now, I'd be a millionaire if that was still around. Spot the ball.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'd
we do that on our watch-alongs.
I'd be pretty much putting across everywhere the ball is, because I know exactly. I guarantee you, most games that I see now, if the midfielder's got the ball, I can turn. I 9 out of 10 times go whoever I'm watching the football with goes, that's going to end up back at the goalkeeper.
Yep.
And it goes sideways, goes backwards, then it ends up back at the goalkeeper. You don't even. Teams are even frightened to play the long ball now. Even that, when it's used effectively, used to be effective.
Oh, get in.
The long ball.
Fucking get in.
Yeah, used to open up defences and all sorts. You just don't see it now. It's all pretty much the same thing, which is a shame, because you're not getting players express themselves. And people now, they might do something out the ordinary. And fans and football fans are willing to jump on the bandwagon and go, oh, that's he's world class. We used to see that every week years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fact.
Now they see a banging goal now, and straight away they're world class. Why? Because they're not used to seeing it. They're not used to seeing it. I'd see it every week.
And then when you say no, well, that's just one goal, mate. Yeah. It's like Garnacho when he did the bicycle kick against Everton. Yeah, we used to see bicycle kicks every week in the Premier League.
All the time. I mean,
fucking Sinclair doing a fucking Sinclair's one.
Lee, I'm not even going back. I'm not even going back 20, 30 years. I'm talking like Wayne Rooney. I'm talking strikers like Wayne Rooney, Andy Cole, and
Aguero,
and all people like. So I'm not even going back.
Mark Hughes was known for them, man.
It's crazy. You just don't see that quick. As I said, you go back and watch the Wenger teams, the Young Guns, the Emirates, even teams before that. And in the final third, no player took more than 3 touches of the ball.
True.
You can count them. As soon as that goes in the opposition, as soon as it goes over the halfway line, Fabregas, 1, 2, 3, pass. 1, 2, 3, pass. 1, 2, 3, boom, back in the back of the net. Now it's like foot on the ball. And your goalkeepers think they're prime Maldinis now. They put their foot on the ball, they roll it over. They do these little drag backs with the ball, and they think they're top class defenders. Just get rid of the ball. Get it done early.
Fact. I just do this one, mate.
It's crap.
And I come to Shano. Sorry, mate. JJ07 Football 10. Great name. Big up to you, Force. Respect you all immensely. Thank you, mate.
Cheers, my man.
Yeah, it's the best panel you'll ever get. There's no question about that. Question.
He can't count though, because there's 5 of us.
He's probably excluding me. It's probably a gal or something.
He's not including me.
Maybe it's not including me.
No, that's fine. I'm the host, so I don't count. Right. I get it. The Assemble 360, mate. Question for the panel. Shane, what do you think the standard, as we've been talking, it's shit now. It's shit.
Yeah.
Give me a quick breakdown on that. and then I'll ask you this one.
Yeah.
Right? Saka, and I'm going to come from you. Right? Give us your quick breakdown on that.
Yeah, I'll be quick. Well, you know where I stand on this, Jez. We did the decades thing on off topic. I think this is the worst period of football ever been. To use as an example, the two top teams in the league were playing when Chelsea played Arsenal. And that first half was an absolute disgrace with the face grabbing, with the cheating, with the stop-starty play, with no balls. It was backwards passing, it was sideways passing. Yeah, there was a few little tasty little slamming into each other, but that should be part and parcel of it. That should be a prerequisite that the two top teams get into each other like that. But even as the halftime whistle went, Mosquera was rolling around, grabbing his face down by the corner flag. And one of the players just ran over to him and said it's half time. He just hopped back up and walked off. You know what I mean? When you see Caicedo rolling around after he made the tackle. And then the one that really got to me was when the ball went down for a throw. And it's just at the halfway line. And Arteta decided to kick the ball just 5 yards up, just to take a little 5 yards, just to cheat a little bit. It's no advantage. 5 yards on the halfway line is no advantage. He knocked it up a little 5 yards. The crowd went nuts. Timber picked the ball up. He then ran and told him to go further up. And Timber stole so much yards that the ref rightly overturned the throw and gave it to them. So if Arteta hadn't got involved, we would have just had the throw and we would have kept possession. But he just had to cheat, just that little bit. And it made no difference because 5 yards between the halfway line and into there, it makes no difference. You're just going to play it short, but he just had to cheat that little bit. So for me, the standard of football now is at its worst. Someone said in the chat that the standard of defense is better. I don't think so. I just think it's more organized and they have to deal with less. That's all. If you look at the defenders from when the Premier League started, when you're talking about Tony Adams and you're talking about Steve Bruce and Gary Pallister and Jaap Stam and all of these guys, man, even Colin Hendry, and you could go on and on and on. The defenders back then were much better. It was just they were getting bombarded all the time with attacks, all the time. Even if you went to play West Ham, you're coming up against a young Joe Cole and Paolo Di Canio and Trevor Sinclair. You know what I mean? These are all players that would walk into top teams now. So the defenders had to deal with more. Van Dijk is overrated as well. I saw someone say recently that he's better than Maldini. I mean, this is what you're dealing with nowadays. I mean, it doesn't even bear thinking about. Does not even bear thinking about.
That's swearing.
But, you should go to hell for that. Like, but the thing is, the standard of football, Jez, it's not even close to being the same. And I don't care what no one's going to change my mind on that. It's not even close to being the same. It's overly technical. They take the South Americans over too early. They coach all of the flair out of them. Like Jez said, Kenny says they're afraid to lose the ball. Everything is statusized now as well. So if a player loses the ball 3 times out of 10 attempts, he gets told that at the end of the match. You attempted 10 passes, you lost it 3 times, you're out. Instead of well, 2 of the passes I made split the defense open. You know what I mean? I'd rather misplace 3 passes by taking a risky pass than but they're all afraid to take risks. So just building up stat padding all the time. Centre backs, that's all. And I'll finish on this question with this, Jez. Apparently, in 2005, I think it was, the players with the most touches were along the line. I think it was Frank Lampard, Paul Scholes, and it might have been, I don't know, Fabregas, something like that, right? And it's that type of players. I know Lampard was definitely one. Now it's Saliba, Van Dijk. These are the players with the most touches. So the ball's just being played around the back. It used to be played around the middle. And we're talking about attacking midfielders had the most touches. That alone completely proves that football has gone backwards. It's quite literally gone backwards. Popping it around the back, afraid to lose it, like you said. And all the statistician nerds have ruined it, man. They've absolutely ruined it. But that's for that. And what was it? Sorry, Jez?
So true, man. So true.
Yeah.
All this bullshit statistics. Look, you can manipulate statistics as much as you like.
Yeah.
The proven fact. I used to do it myself in business.
Yeah.
Like,
what a goal.
And change it around.
What a goal.
Manipulate it, make it look better than it really is.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to come to Lee, but big up, Marie. Come on, people. There's 200 people in the house here. Right, let's get to 150 likes. It's free. It don't cost you.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
It does help the channel. It does get the algorithm working.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, YouTube are playing shit with us, YouTubers. They're not playing the game. It's very unfair. But yeah, come on, people. And
sorry, Jez, just on that stat thing. Just I'll be 2 seconds. Someone told me, oh, you have to tune into Canton the other morning. Tom Canton was talking. He was saying that Caicedo, that he'd rather have Zubimendi than Caicedo, right? Which is just beyond belief what these guys will say. But he was talking about trying to calm everybody down. And just like you were saying about the stats thing, someone was saying, oh, look, like Arsenal didn't have the mentality. They always worry about Arteta's mentality. He said, oh, come on. We've drawn 3 games in the league. And all season, we've drawn 3 in 17. What are you talking about? But I said, well, I can do that as well. We've drawn 2 of our last 3 league games, mate. I can do that as well. I can do it. But you know what I mean? But he didn't read it out. But that's a fact. We've drawn 2 of our last 3 league games. But the way he words it, whatever way they want to move it, that's what they'll talk about. If they need to stretch it out, they'll do that. If they say, well, when we lose a game, they say, well, why are you talking about the past when the next game comes? But if we've won, they go back. It's always the same. But I just look at it the way. Another one is that since Gabriel's been out, we've laid in a goal every single game. They don't talk about that. We conceded every single game since he's been out. Apparently, it's been seamless since he's been gone. But I just wanted to get that in because these guys, like you said, will twist the stats and they make it sound a lot better than it is. Just like then when they can't, you have the likes of D saying, oh, well, Zubimendi's making loads of tackles. We're just not seeing them. Brilliant. Gyökeres is the top scorer in the league, which we just haven't seen.
Got a 14-year-old in the chat. Always on side AFC. State of the panel. Bunch of inbred nonsense. Do you know, I'd love to see you stand toe to toe.
Thank you very much.
I'd love to see what you stand toe to toe with any one of us and say that to our face, because you are just a pretty little prick. You're probably gay, right? And right, go and get yourself a girlfriend, right? Get out of your cellar. Stop wanking in your bed sheets over Arteta, right? Because when you can actually come and talk as an adult to these 4 guests of mine who've got more knowledge about football than you'll ever have in your little life, right? Shut up, go away, because you have no knowledge about football. You've no knowledge about my 4 guests. They are absolute, true football fans, not just Arsenal, football fans. You're talking to, like that, to Kenny Ken, who knows more about football than I ever will in my life. You're talking about Lee Gunner, who's been to like 500 odd games. DJB, been going 56 odd years. Shano is coming over from Ireland tomorrow. Cost him a bloody arm and a leg, right, to go to a game. You people are a disgrace. You're an embarrassment to yourselves. Shut up, go away, right? We're not interested in you. Lee, football, mate, is now shit in it.
It is, but I'm watching Spain women about to win a Nations League final. And the fucking second goal was class. Yeah, proper team goal. That. When do we see Arsenal? I don't know if you've got it on any of you, yeah? When do you see Arsenal play like that? From back to front and then cut inside, whipped it nearly in top corner. What a goal. Yeah, and then she's just been subbed off, by the way. Yeah, just been subbed off to a standing ovation with 20 minutes to go, a minute after she scored. Anyway, it's 2-0. Football's trash. It's crap. That's why I watch other leagues. Yeah, it's boring. The Premier League's boring. Yeah, I was sat backstage with Matty yesterday. DJ jumped on for a bit. Normski jumped on for a little bit. And then we were just watching some of the goals from around Europe. The way they move the ball around. 1-2 touch, 1-2 touch. Yeah, cutbacks, and then runners from midfield. I don't see all that anymore in the Prem. Everyone in the Prem pretty much plays the same way.
Yes.
They can't mix it up. Yeah, when you see something getting mixed up, you get teams like Brighton and Bournemouth getting gassed up. Well, let me tell you now, yeah, Bournemouth are 11th in the league, aren't they? Well, 9th. They're 9th, and they finished 11th last year. Why are we gassing that up? Why are we making out that's amazing? Why? Because we're not used to seeing that in the Prem. Yeah, because they play different to all these other teams. Most of these teams in the Premier League are robotic. Yeah, they've all got a manager stand on the touchline screaming and shouting and waving their arms around. Pretty much every fucking manager. Yeah, and Shane was right. As soon as they scored, as soon as Caicedo got sent off, yeah, and when they scored, he went and sat back down, our manager, because he didn't have a fucking clue what to do. Yeah, that's when new managers should be getting up. He's saying, right, a couple of tweaks, move
He's
about.
inverted, totally.
Yeah, well, like you said a minute ago, everything's backwards. Defenders are now better ball players than the forwards. Right, do you know what I mean? It's pathetic.
Best attacking goalkeeper in the league.
Yeah, I was watching yesterday. Rayo Vallecano versus Valencia. That was one of the best games I've watched in 2025. What a fucking goal! What a goal! That's 2 20-yard bangers, by the way. That's now 3-0. Yeah, Spain have romped. Yes, the Germans. I better not say that. My neighbour's German. My neighbour's a German. In the bin. But she's just picked that ball up, run straight at the defender, and lushed it top corner. Yeah, and people go, "Oh, but the standard of football shit." Yeah, the standard of football may be lower than the men's football. Yeah, cool. Yeah, but the concept's still the same, isn't it? Yeah, the concept is still the same. Get the ball and put it in that net. Yeah, and keep it out of that net. And when you lose the ball, fucking hurry up and get it back, and then start passing around and put it back in that net. It's not rocket science, is it? All these managers now all think they're better than they are. They're all overcomplicating the game. Right. We got our manager sitting there talking about blocks and phases and what did they say? Zones on the pitch. She's just picked that ball up from the halfway line. She's got 4 players around there. She's cut inside, bang, top corner. What a fucking goal. You don't see goals like that in the Prem. Yeah, and when you do, it's once in a blue moon. I've just seen 2 in 5 minutes in this game. It's a final. Yeah, but this is why I watch other leagues, lads. Yeah, that's why I sit and watch football with Matty backstage. Yeah, we sat there until I went to bed at 6 o'clock this morning. Yeah, 5 a.m. UK. We sat there for about 7 hours. 6-7 hours, just watching all the football around the world, watching the Premier League classics, top goals of 2006. Yeah. How many goals did you see 2 guys slapping from outside the box? Yeah, and Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard fucking was relentless at it.
Beckham.
Yeah. You had what's his name? Who was the lad that I can't remember his name. Oh, it's gone.
Who you play for?
Southampton. You had Matty Taylor.
Letitia.
No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. I can't remember. It was more recent. No, it was more recent. I think it was more recent. I can't remember the guy's name. Yeah, but you had Matty Taylor at Portsmouth slapping shots from halfway on a volley.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and people go, "Oh, that's because the standard of the Premier League now is higher and it's harder to do that." No, it's because
harder to slap the ball from outside the box. It's the exact same concept.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not allowed. They're not allowed to do it, man.
No, because if they give the ball away, and this is why when I was watching that Vallecano game yesterday, that game, I swear to God, I was saying it on the podcast. I joined in, I had it on, and then joined that watch along half hour into the game. I was like, I hope the second half's the same as this. And it was. End to end, both teams having a go. You're seeing nutmegs left, right, and centre.
That's what we watched yesterday, wasn't it, Lee?
Yeah.
That's the game we watched yesterday, backstage.
Yeah, it was one of them, yeah. Yeah, it was the Vallecano Valencia. Nutmeg. Yeah, and in the Premier League, and I think the reason that is because the amount of money in the Premier League, right, has made everyone shit scared of not losing, because they don't care if they don't win anything, but you have to stay in the Prem. You have to get top 4. You have to get the Europa League. Yeah, and then because of the amount of money that the Sky Sports are paying for the TV rights, the clubs are not going to moan about the schedule. Yeah, he's been asked again in his press conference today about the games coming thick and fast. It's been the same shit for years. Years and years. Yeah. Games being moved around, effing the fans over. But they're not going to come out and call it out because the amount of money Sky pay, they have to do as they're told. Then the managers are not going to come and call their owner out because they're all nicking a living and they'll get sacked. Yeah, which is why I'm glad Glasner came out and said what he said the other day. And he said, we're in Europe, first time in the club's history we qualify for Europe. And he goes, instead of spending, we saved. Yeah, he's off then. He's off then. Yeah, he's off. And then not only that, the managers that, every manager that comes out and criticises their owner does get sacked. Let's just be real with it. Yeah. So I'm surprised if he loses the next game, they might even bin him. Yeah, or he'll quit or something. Go Man United.
But he's leaving at the end of the season.
He ain't signed a new contract.
Contract's up anyways.
And not only that, then you got players come out. Yeah, they're not going to criticise the manager. Yeah, and the ones that do get kicked out of the club, see Jack Grealish, for example, they're saying, "Oh well, I want to go forward more, but my manager wants me to play left back." Yeah, Willie's now at Everton. Yeah, and because the amount of money, it always filters back to the money. Yeah, there's so much money in this Premier League. Yeah, that nobody's going to say anything. Why has Eze got 80 grand more than he was on at Palace when he was desperate to join us? Yeah, when he was desperate to come back to his boyhood club and we were desperate to buy him, apparently. Yeah, we'd already agreed the fee. So why are we giving him 80 grand a week more? Why? To keep his fucking mouth shut. Yeah, that's why. because he's not going to come out and say to any reporter, yeah, well, I want to be able to have freedom on the ball, but Mikel won't let me because he'll never play for the club again.
Look, all these football.
Go on,
Sorry,
Kenny, say what you
the problem I have is that all of a sudden everyone's an Arsenal supporter. Eze was an Arsenal supporter as a kid. You know, Semenyo was an Arsenal supporter. I said, who cares? Who cares? You're professional footballers. The minute you sign that contract, you don't support anybody. You don't support anyone. You just support the manager that picks you week in, week out, and the club that pays you and sets you up for life. That's why I don't understand why some of our fans have such an association with players. You know, get just fake when they see them. The fact is that they're just employees of the club. You know, players will come and go. God forbid that Saka succumbs to injury and he retires early. I'll pray that doesn't happen. He'll be gutted if it happened. But we'll move on because that's who we are. We've
moved on from all of these players.
Because that's what we moved on from Henry, but Wenger, Graham, because you know we didn't support Arsenal because of all these players. We didn't support Arsenal because of anyone with a big name. That's why, you know, I just find when I hear everyone, this cricketer supports Arsenal. Oh, that's great. Who cares? Couldn't care if Spike Lee supports Arsenal. So what? I don't care. All I care about is the results. I think, you know, the way we talk about our club, the way we big ourselves up. I can't wait for us to win the league because that's when everyone's allowed to big it big up and start chucking at people. Till then, be humble.
Well said.
In fact, I've got a question I want to ask DJB. Right, we've all been saying that Martinelli's fallen down a rabbit hole. Right, when we had Kieran at left back, right, when we had Xhaka left midfield, the link up to Martinelli I thought was fantastic. Now, this is just my hypothetical view. I want to get your opinion, guys. Do you think that he's just not had the right coaching, DJ? He still runs with his head down, although the goal he scored against Bayern, you can't deny he had his head up and he did look Neuer coming out and he did swerve it and all that, you know, brilliant. Do you think he just doesn't get the support and delivery anymore?
I think the thing is, when you look at Martinelli and you was comparing Martinelli and Saka, out of the two, I thought Martinelli was the one that was going to kick on more than Saka.
Yeah.
You know, when he came in the club and, you know, when you see him play more of a central role, I'm thinking, this kid's got it all. He's got pace. He's got everything. And then season by season, he's just kind of not improved. And it's basics with him. You know, his decision-making in vital areas is all wrong. You know, he's not getting his head up early enough. He's not seeing what's around him. And the thing is, when he had Tierney, he had or when he had an out-and-out left-back, he could rely on that left-back not go wandering. Whereas now, he'll look around and Calafiori's playing like centre-forward. So he's like thinking, hang on a minute, I've got no one to kind of, if this ball gets in behind, it's me that's got to do that job and get back now. So it's a manner of things, and no one's really got hold of him and kind of improved him in any way, shape or form. With his pace, if he could then get his decision-making right, get his head up, put the pass in, cut it back, drop inside, have a shot at goal. That's what he should be doing. That's what you should be seeing from Martinelli. But as I said, all he's used for now really is kind of, you know, we need something out of the game, or the game's won. They're looking tired. They're pushing for an equaliser. There's gaps in their defence. I know what. Let's throw Martinelli on. And that's all, you know. But from a starting position, he's just fallen off of a cliff. I mean, and it's not the first time I've been saying it. We saw the best of Martinelli. I saw the best of Martinelli not under this football manager, if I'm perfectly honest with
Facts.
you. I saw the best of Martinelli under Unai Emery.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people might not like that who's drifted into the chat, not you know, but if you look at the way Martinelli was playing under Unai Emery compared to where he's played on a regular basis under Mikel Arteta, it's levels. It's absolute levels. The kid was playing with you know, he was dangerous, he was brave, he was getting onto things, he was playing down the middle.
15 games?
12
and 15.
He was scoring goals. He was playing with a smile on his face. He looked confident.
Scoring headers and everything, DJ.
Headers, yeah.
20 yards.
Whereas now he gets the ball, his head's down. He's not really enjoying it. His body language is all wrong. He's predictable. Defenders read him. Defenders, if you watch sometimes when Martinelli goes forward, defenders actually let him go past them because he knows he's going to run the ball out of play or he's going to miss by his pass.
He's just going to stop and come back and
go past me. They don't even bother trying to tackle him. They go, go on in. All you have to do with Martinelli is just force him down the line. That's it.
Go on.
He's brilliant running in straight lines. That's all he does. But it's a shame. I'm not getting at Martinelli. I actually feel sorry for Martinelli.
Yeah, me too.
And if you switch to the other side and look at Saka, look at the way he plays now. Look at his body language. He doesn't really play with as if he's enjoying it.
No.
I know he's off form and he's not reaching the levels that he's reached at the moment. But Saka used to play with a smile on his face. He used to play with a swagger. Now he's looking as if he's not really enjoying his football. And that's worrying for young players like that because it's as if they're frightened to do something wrong. They're frightened to take risks.
They are. They're shit in the bed because he's not going.
And eventually, this manager will just squeeze it out of them. And this is what I'm saying. They're not enjoying their football. And if they're not enjoying their football, they're not going to improve. It becomes a burden. You know what it's like when you're in any job. If it becomes a burden, it doesn't matter how much money you're on. It becomes unenjoyable. That's when you don't improve and that's when you can't be bothered. And that's what I'm seeing from a lot of the players.
And if you sat them all down and asked them and they knew it wouldn't go out publicly, I guarantee they will say the same. They'd all say that.
Lee, honestly, I would look at Skelly when he comes off. Look at his body language when he goes on. It's completely different to what it was last season. You know, and you have to look at the man in charge. You have to look at the man in charge. So for me, if we can get good money for Martinelli, he would be the one that I would sell. There'd be other players, but Martinelli would definitely go. If a team come in for him in January and put 35 million on the table, I'd sell him at a drop of a hat. To be honest,
he's been there 7 years. Yeah,
7 years. 7 years. That guy should be scoring minimum 15 goals. Me and Kenny said this about Saka. That guy now, for how long he's been at the football club, and for how brilliant he should be getting minimum 15 goals a season. Minimum.
That's what we were talking about this
every season
6 years ago. 6 years ago, anyway. 1998, Man City, HB is that? Arsenal since the Brady Bunch years, 1978 onwards. London Irish Schooners, the excitement levels between the Arsenal United 1907-2004 years is a different galaxy from the horseshoe football. Totally agree. Totally.
Horseshoe just round and around and around. Drop inside, have a shot, hit the first man. Yeah, do a corner.
It's bullshit now. Big up to if you're a super shit man, big up to you four. Respect you all immensely. Yeah, well
already, but big up to him.
They are I'll read it again. Age 21. I liked it, Lee. I'll read it again. Just tell them get out of breath, some fresh air. There's no more to life than unicorns, rainbows, and snowflakes. His image about woke was enough basement basher. Yeah. Well,
tell them.
These people ain't. I don't take prisoners on here.
I
don't give a shit what people think of me. I really don't give a shit. If I want to call people out, I'll call them out. I'll call them whatever I want to call them. End of the day. You know, not one of these little idiots would ever dare go toe to toe with anybody on here. Nobody. Carl, big up Carl, mate. Big up legends.
Big up Carl.
Football these days is made too difficult by coaches and science. overcoached, backwards and sideways, no invention, no to the cuff. It's horrible to watch these days. It's boring. Totally agree with you on that one. I totally agree. We're going to wrap it up shortly, people. But Marie says 31 likes to 150. Let's get this real. Yeah, come on, people. Come on. Jesus Christ, I've got the best panel apart from Matty isn't here tonight. If we had Matty here, then it would be the best panel in world history. No question. We've got great panelists, Shane, DJ, Lee, of course, and Kenny Ken. Kenny, who educates me every single show. There's no question about that.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. And anyway, I'm going to just shout this one out. 2 weeks' time will be the ultimate Arsenal quiz. So anybody that wants to come and challenge Kenny, you're more than welcome. It's all Arsenal. It's all Arsenal. So anybody wants to come in and have a go, have a go. And there are some shit questions in there, I won't lie. But it is what it is. Right, guys, before we wrap this up, Shano, you'll be at the game tomorrow night. Give me your prediction.
Yeah.
What are you seeing? What's going to happen?
2-1. 2-1. I think we'll win 2-1. I do worry if they, like I said, if they get the first goal, we could be in trouble, especially if the crowd get a bit in on themselves. But I do think they'll get a goal. Like I said, we've conceded every game since Gabriel's been out. It's just been conveniently swept under the carpet. If Saliba's back, he's rushed back. If he's not back, we have the two lads at the centre back. So either way, it's not perfect. I wonder, there's no way he's resting Rice. I can see Odegaard starting. I really can. I think Eze might be out the left. If Odegaard doesn't start this, he's definitely starting Villa. He's definitely starting Villa. But I think he'll start this. 2 substitute appearances is a lot for this guy. Normally, when they come back from injury, it's 1 sub appearance, and then you're straight back into the starting line for good. So I do worry. I don't think he has the balls to rotate, which will definitely affect us against Villa. So, like most of us do over here, when we look at games, we look at the whole picture, but it's not all emotions and feels with us. It's not, oh, well, you have to play Saka at home because the kids wear Saka jerseys and they'll be very disappointed if he doesn't play. That's the mentality. That's what he said, man. That's what he said. You know what I mean? Oh, the field won't be very good at Saka. Yeah, that's all I'll do. I'll risk the league because of that.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Oh, Rice is revolutionary. Yeah, come on, man. But yeah, I do worry how it could go. I think if we score early, we could roll them over. But if we don't, it could get touchy. But I'll go with 2-1. And anything less, by the way, draw or loss, is an absolute disaster. And this man needs to be held accountable if we don't get a win in this game.
Yeah, good. Yeah, fair enough. DJ, you going down to the game tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm going to meet up with Shane and everyone, hopefully. So that'd be good. Looking forward to it. I think the first goal's key tomorrow, to be honest. If I'm going to be honest with you.
The nonce guy that called you a nonce, you're going to meet up with him and go to it?
No, I've not seen him, actually. It's funny enough. It's weird, isn't it? There's a lot of people I don't see, really. It's a shame. I'm always available, but no one comes and says hello, but never mind.
Go on, mate. Go on, sorry.
But I think the first goal tomorrow's key. If we win it, I think we'll go on to win sort of 2-0, 2-1. If they get it, it could be a long night. It could be a long, long night. Listen, the problem is with a lot of the Arsenal fans, they underestimate teams. They look at the name and they just go, "Oh, it's only Brentford." But you've got to look at the actual stats. And if you look at Brentford, if you go by their long throws and their strikers bang on form compared to ours, it's dangerous. You've got to be careful. So I think 2-1 Arsenal, but the first goal is going to be important. I would not also be surprised if Brentford nick a point, and then that would be a disaster. But I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal, but it ain't going to be easy. I don't think it's going to be sort of 4s and 5s. Definitely not.
No, I can't see it. Kenny Ken, you'll be there tomorrow night.
Yes, definitely. I think
your nuts off. Put
I
your
don't know. Stamford Bridge was. I wore a cap next to it, and tomorrow cap, and I was freezing my nuts off Stamford Bridge, but I enjoyed it. I love it there, and some good people there. I haven't seen for a while. I see them back once a year, so I had a good time. But we have to come out the tracks pretty quickly against Brentford to win the game because they'll be fresher. Because you think about it, they're not in Europe. Are they still? Yeah, still in the Carling Cup. They're playing Man City in the quarterfinals, I believe. Yeah, so they'll be fresher. Their midfield's going to be an absolute nuisance. Quintara's going to be a nuisance. Thiago's going to be an absolute nuisance as well. He's going to make our defenders defend, and he's going to work them. And Henderson's just going to be, organising that midfield. And let's not forget Coyote. But I think if we start quickly, we win about 3-1.
Okay, fair play. Lee, as always, mate, thank you for joining us. Always putting in your great content, my friend. And give us your prediction, mate, for tomorrow night.
3-0. 3-0. I'm going 3-0. What phase is Sonia Bermudez in? Spain manager. She got the job this year, 2025.
Well, takes time.
Yeah, she's just won the Nations League.
Wow.
Yeah. What phase is she in? Maybe we should get her. She knows how to win. She won it under 19s for Spain as well, back to back. Yeah, that's brilliant. Proof again. It don't take time, guys. Nope. Yeah. The easiest example of this is our manager. He won in 6 months. Yeah, it don't take time. But yeah, I'm going 3-0. And if they drop points tomorrow, yeah, good one. They better fix up and not drop points tomorrow. They better put a performance on.
Sorry to cut in there. I'm just looking at the Fulham players coming out. Some of them was some big lads in there coming out. I've just seen Raul Jimenez come out, and I've just seen
Bassi playing football still. Bless him. Fucking he nearly died on the pitch.
I look at some of them. I was thinking, that's the way the game's going. You have to be like a physical specimen, an athlete, to just to get a game these days in football. You know what I mean?
And this the German manager for the women's team he looks identical to Jose Mourinho, by the way.
Yes.
He actually looks like Jose. He ain't as good as Jose. Hold that, the Spanish win again. And our Spaniard better win tomorrow, otherwise the emergency meeting's going on for hours, mate.
Oh my God! Yeah,
it's gonna be an hard game. Brentford, they've got nothing to lose. I'll tell you one thing, but Brentford need to prove to me that prove me wrong because I just think they're a home team. Outside, the G-Tech Stadium, they're cannon fodder, but at their ground, it's a nightmare playing them. Absolute nightmare.
Fair play, boys. Fair play. We're going to wrap it up. And, I'm doing Billy Mo mates tonight. I'm going to go out for curry on my own.
Nice. Go on, Jez.
Nice, Jez. That's cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the wife, it's not really, because I've paid for the wife and my 2 daughters to go to New York for the week.
Okay.
So, I'm just going to go out. I thought, I can't be asked to cook anything tonight.
I've cooked a nice beef stew, mate. It's bubbling away slowly.
Slow cook.
Yes.
I'm just about to do a bit of cooking now.
I'll get my private,
me too.
and I'll fly over to Malaga. No worries about that.
Can you think about it? Can you think about it?
Private jet as well somewhere, Jez.
Can you imagine? All 3 of us can cook. Can you believe it?
Oh, I've lived on. Yeah, I love cooking as well. I've lived on my own for years. You have to cook when you live on your own.
No, I can't be asked tonight. I just thought, fuck it. I'm going to go down it's a very good curry house, actually.
Is it far to go to?
Sorry?
Is it a walking distance or do you get in the car?
No, I'll get a cab, mate. I'll get a cab.
Fair enough.
No, it's about 2. It's right in the centre. It's about 2 miles away. I'm not going to walk down the river. No chance. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to have a lovely, lovely vindaloo. I'm not having a foley. I'm not having a foul.
Oh, God, Jason's nearly there. He's
No,
I've been there before, mate. And never go there again. Never, ever.
Lamb fowl ain't even that hot, Jez. If you can eat vindaloo, you can eat lamb fowl.
No, I can't.
No, I'll have a chicken vindaloo, Bombay potatoes, plain naan.
Oh,
Eat
just
out
make me hungry now.
and bhaji, right? Sit there with about 4 bottles of Cobra and get a taxi home. I'll be more than happy. Thank you very much indeed.
Go on, Jim.
Smith Rowe start for Fulham, innit? Rarity.
Yeah, Smith Rowe, yeah. He'll be alongside Ethan Wanyeri next season.
Let's wrap it up. Shane, what you got doing? What you got coming up, my friend? Shout it coming up, buddy.
It's me, is it? Yeah, sorry. I'll be doing the early Irish breakfast tomorrow at 8 o'clock because I'll be have to go to Dublin Airport then after, so that'll be at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Getting it in, he's getting his breakfast in.
I can't stop the run now. It's been 215 without missing a day. So
how's you doing it on the way home then, Shane? You doing it on the plane?
I know I'll have the full Irish brunch. Then I'll do it. I'll do it when I get home.
He's having the full when he lands. He's having the full Irish brunch.
The full Irish stew. I'll have the full Irish stew.
Lovely.
And then I'm on my Potsy tonight then at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, good luck with that, guys. If you're on with Pots
great
tonight,
time,
good luck
mate.
with
Have
that.
a great time at the game. Have a great time.
Yeah.
And you'll meet up with these proper wrong'uns as well.
I will indeed.
I mean, DJB.
Yeah.
Always, mate. Great show earlier with you and
Thank
Shane.
you very much.
Loved it. Shout yourself out, mate. What you got coming
Yeah,
up?
the Arsenal huddle come along. What we got? We were going to have the mingle, but obviously we haven't done that for a couple of weeks now because we've been to the Arsenal. So me and Normski are on hold. That will be back next week. It's been away for 2 weeks, so that'll be good. Obviously got me sit back session on a Sunday. I might do another live on Thursday. But I've got something going on the tea time, so I might go live sort of Thursday night. So yeah, just keep an eye out, hit the notifications, and big up Jez, big up to Shane as always. Can't wait to see him tomorrow. Kenny, as always, my friend, my right hand man. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. And Lee, always a pleasure, my friend. Share the screen with you, absolute legend. So thank you very much indeed, Jez, and the chat as well. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant chat tonight. Thank you everybody for the super chats as well. Kenny Ken, don't get scared tomorrow night when you got that bloke.
You know the amount of people have told me that they're gonna meet me at football and give me an ID, and the amount of people who said, "Oh, I was lucky. They saw me, but they didn't have enough time to come and confront me. So I got a lucky buy that time."
Yeah, of course. Of course
I've heard that all before, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. It's going to be bloody cold, but I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, it's a must win because I think City probably will drop points today, but don't quote me on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, got it. But yeah, people, you know what it means. It's all the mouthy ones that never turn up. There you go. Lee, thank you, mate, as always, for joining us. And thank you for sharing my channel on your channel. As always, mate, what you doing? What you going to do?
I'm going to walk to the end of the street and get some beer.
Oh,
and
okay.
What's the weather like in Spain?
23 degrees today. Pure sunshine. This part of Spain's sunny all year. It's right near Morocco.
Hasn't got above 3 degrees today all day.
It's currently 17 now. Yeah, it's a bit chilly in the gaff because it's like we don't have carpet. They're not built for anything under 20 degrees. Really, it's a bit chilly now. But I'm going to walk down the hill, get some beers, and I'll let you play Barca in a minute. I'll be doing that simultaneously with the Newcastle Spursy game, and then after that, press conference reaction on the main channel. I also did a show with Rants earlier on the main channel. If anyone wants to go and check that out.
Are you on with Danley later?
Nah. Are you on?
No.
No, I'm not on there. I think Shane and Kenny are.
Yeah, me and Shane are. Yeah.
Good luck.
-10. Jesus Christ Almighty.
Yeah. Good luck with that. -10. Fuck that, mate.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up, people. Thanks, everybody. I'll do the outro. It's been a great show. Great comments. Thank you for all the super chats from people. Yeah, and it's just fuck that. Snowing and freezing my bollocks off. Yeah.
But I haven't seen snow in Spain since I've been here, apart from when I drove through past Sierra Nevada in Granada. Yeah, it's a weird place. It's got ski slopes and everything there. Yeah, but it's like 30 degrees and it's snowing. I mean, that makes sense. That's the only time I've seen snow is when I was driving past there. But other than that, it don't really drop below them. It don't drop into single digits really where I am.
Well, funny enough, our place down in near Bone has a massive snow because it's the Alps, just literally 20 miles away. They've had massive snow, and it's about 3 foot apparently. And I'm glad I'm not there. Fuck that. Thank you very much. The lake is frozen, about 2 inches of ice on it, and so that's that shut down. And no, thank you. I don't like the cold. And anyway, people, we're out of here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm going to do the outro. Have a great evening. I'm going out in a minute on my own, lonesome. Billy, no mates. I'm going to have a great time on my own. Great curry. Get pissed up and do fuck all, basically. And take care, everybody. Love you all. See you later.